So, there's been a new free speech event being planned in Phoenix, Arizona by Dave Cullen, Computing Forever. It's called the Kilroy Free Speech Event. I assume Kilroy is either an area or the venue in which it's being taken place. And well, I for one welcome such things. I think more discussions on these times in which we live in, the politics, the social problems, stuff like that, can only be a good thing. However, there's a slight problem here, and that is the response from the social justice warriors. Yes, you see, in their zealous effort to make themselves look better than they actually are, and their efforts to project what they truly are onto everybody else, they were quick to label this event as nothing more than an anti-sjw echo chamber, and that it's just nothing more than a place where all of us will get together and have a circle jerk and be in our echo chamber and talk about things that we like to talk about. And of course, it's just a place for bigots, because we're all bigots. They're not the bigots. No, the ones who say it's not okay to be white, it's not okay to be male, all these other things. Yeah, they're not the racists. They're not the bigots. We are. What's interesting is no matter what Michael Rowlands and Kevin Logan can say, the fact of the matter is that SJWs were invited, and apart from contrapoints, I can't think of anybody else who is even entertaining the notion about going. And I think contrapoints might go. I'm not sure, but here's the thing. Contrapoints on Twitter in a very long twit thread. Like, I can't even read it all. He mentions, or she mentions this, that contrapoints' own audience might convince her, not because of some, oh, we're worried about your safety thing. No, contrapoints is worried about being ostracized by their own audience because of tribalism, because of ideological bullshit. And yet, this is the same group of people, not including contrapoints, because contrapoints is considering going. I do not know if contrapoints is going to go or not, but it would be great if contrapoints wants to go, because at least somebody needs to go from the far left side. They are going to call this an echo chamber, yet are not wanting anybody from their own side to actually go there. So either you want it to be an echo chamber so you can criticise it as an echo chamber, even though it would have no choice but to be one, but then you're stopping other people from doing it. So you're probably creating your own little vicious circle there. Also, let's not forget that if you actually look at the guests that have been announced, this is by no means the full list of people. If you actually look at the list of guests, it's actually across the spectrum of the centre from the left to the right. Now, I don't know if any alt-righters have been invited. Apparently, according to ContraPoints, Spencer wants to go. Why not? Let him go. What's the worst that can happen? He will make himself look like an idiot. And ContraPoints might also make himself look like an idiot, but that's besides the point. To say it's an echo chamber is really unfair, because you've got TJ Kirk, you've got Chris Reagan, you've got Bunty, and you've got Brittany Pettibone, you've got all these other people who are from the left and the right respectively, or bang on in the centre. I wouldn't say that's necessarily a circle jerk, but it's because they're all anti-SJW that apparently that means it has to be an echo chamber. And we don't actually know if it's going to be just about that. It might just be about things in general, from economics to social issues to politics to anything. It could be anything to do with that. Yet apparently it's an echo chamber. And yet, at the same time, they excuse Steve Shives, the one janitor, and Kristi Winters, and all those other people who've been invited to that Atheist COnference next year. They're not going to criticise them for going to their own echo chamber, where the organiser expressly said that he did not invite conservative or right-leaning atheists because they do not do atheist content, even though the one janitor doesn't do atheist content, even though whoever the other black lady was that he invited, who's part of the Brain Trust, hasn't done atheist content for years. And let's be honest, Kristi Winters hasn't done atheist content for years either. And Steve Shives is slowly abandoning it. I mean, look at his actual schedule of stuff that he does. It's almost entirely politics now. It's only the atheist read shit that's actually atheist. But apparently people that I know of, like Devil's Advocate, who's a black right-wing atheist who criticises Islam, apparently that's not doing atheist content. When atheist content on YouTube, to some extent, not the whole thing, is to criticise religions. So why isn't he being invited? I mean, I know he's a small YouTuber, but is his viewpoint not respected enough to go? Someone not go, hey look, here's a guy who does atheist content, sort of. No. It's an ideological echo chamber. The guy is just making excuses. And you can watch No Plum's video on it. You can see a Morally Grey's video on that. But I just find it funny that these SJWs are going around labelling the Kilroy free speech event as a echo chamber when they're doing the exact same thing with their own. In fact, they're public about it. Guys, if you're going to go out there and criticise us, at least don't be hypocrites about it and don't project. It makes you look bad. Anyway, guys, it's been your boy, and I'll see you later.